Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to decode the one setting that truly separates amateurs from the pros in competitive PC gaming, and that's mouse sensitivity. We're going to show you how to build a rock-solid foundation for consistent, tournament-level aim starting right now.
So let's kick things off with a feeling I bet we've all had. You know, you've shelled out for a great mouse, you've got a nice big mouse pad, but your aim is just all over the place. One round it feels amazing, the next it's floaty or sluggish, or it just feels completely disconnected. You know you can aim better, but it feels like your own equipment is fighting you every step of the way. Look, if that sounds familiar, it's because literally countless players are lost in that exact same maze of settings. You've got DPI, polling rate, those in-game sliders. It's just completely overwhelming. But I've got good news for you. There is a clear, logical way out of all that confusion. And this right here is the key thing you have to understand. Pro players aren't just born with some secret aiming gene. They have scientifically engineered their settings to be as consistent as humanly possible. This stable foundation is what lets their muscle memory actually take hold and grow. And that is exactly what we are going to build for you today. Okay, let's dive right in. The single most important concept you need to wrap your head around to get out of that maze is something called EDPI. You can think of it as the Rosetta Stone for mouse sensitivity. So EDPI, it stands for effective dots per inch, and it's the true universal measurement of how fast your crosshair is actually moving on your screen. It doesn't matter what mouse you have or what game you're playing, EDPI gives us one standard number that we can use to compare everything. And the formula to figure it out is beautifully simple. This little equation is the whole key. You just take your mouse's hardware DPI setting and you multiply it by your in-game sensitivity. And that number you get, that's your EDPI. And this table just perfectly shows why EDPI is so important. So look, if a CS2 god like Zwuvo, who uses an EDPI of 800, just tried to copy his 2.0 sensitivity number over to Valorant, well, his aim would be crazy fast. To get that same feel that a typical Valorant pro uses, he'd have to drop his in-game sense way down to about 0.628. This is why just asking a pro for their sensitivity number is totally meaningless if you don't also know their DPI. And as you can see, it makes sense, right? Different games call for different sensitivity styles. Tactical shooters like Valorant, where you're holding super tight angles and need that pixel-perfect precision, they really favor a low EDPI. But then you have fast-paced, tracking-heavy games like Apex Legends, where you're constantly doing 180s and tracking fast targets. Well, for that, you need a much higher EDPI just to have that freedom of movement.